The Journey of Arjun, 5 Lessons of Life. Arjun was a man in search of meaning. In his late 20s, tired of city chaos and a career that felt hollow, he returned to his childhood village with nothing but a backpack, a half-filled journal, and questions too heavy for his heart. He hoped to find answers where life had once been simple, beside his grandfather Dadu, who had always spoken less but said more. One warm afternoon, Arjun sat silently by the riverbank, tossing pebbles into the water. The weight of failure pressed hard on his shoulders. Dadu watched from under the old mango tree, his presence calm as ever. "I've done everything," Arjun muttered. "But success, it just never seems to come." Dadu smiled gently, pointing to the flowing stream. "See this river? It doesn't rush, doesn't fight, yet over time it carves through mountains. That's the power of patience." Arjun looked at the water again. It wasn't still, but it wasn't struggling either. It simply moved, slow, steady, unstoppable. That day, Arjun realized, patience isn't waiting. It's the quiet determination to keep flowing, no matter what stands in the way. A few days later, while walking through the village fields, Arjun met a little girl trying to fly a kite. He offered to help, and together they sent it soaring into the sky. But just as joy lit up her face, the string snapped, and the kite came crashing down. She looked heartbroken. Tears welled up in her eyes. Arjun sat beside her, pulling out an old, torn kite from his bag. "This was my first," he smiled. "It didn't even last 10 seconds. I was devastated, but I fixed it, and broke another, and another, until one day I had a kite that flew higher than all the rest." The girl looked at him, hopeful, ready to try again. And in that smile, Arjun found his second truth. Failure isn't the end. It's the path that leads to the beginning. Later that week, Arjun stopped by a roadside tea stall. As he ate a simple meal, a barefoot boy walked by, carrying an empty bowl but a radiant smile. "Hungry?" Arjun asked. The boy nodded, and they shared the food. Between bites, the boy spoke of school, his love for cricket, and his dream of owning a bicycle. His joy was infectious. That night, lying under the stars, Arjun stared at the sky and thought, he had so little, but his happiness felt so full. And here I am, with so much, still looking for more. He wrote in his journal, "Happiness isn't found in having more, but in being thankful for what you already have." Time passed. One day, Arjun was invited to a corporate seminar in a nearby town. Wearing a crisp suit, he stood in front of the mirror, adjusting his tie. But instead of confidence, he saw emptiness. This wasn't him. In his mind flashed the image of his small art studio, the smell of fresh paint, colors smeared on his hands, the unfiltered joy of creation. He remembered the boy who painted because it made his soul dance, not for applause. He removed the tie, packed his brushes, and returned to the canvas. In that moment, he learned, the world may reward the mask, but true peace only comes when you live your truth. Years passed. Arjun stayed in the village, becoming a storyteller and mentor to children. Under the same mango tree where Dadu once sat, he now told tales of struggle, hope, and courage. His life wasn't defined by fame or fortune, but by laughter, paint, and presence. One golden morning, as he watched the children run under the tree's wide shadow, he felt something deep inside, contentment. He whispered to himself, "Money comes and goes, but the time we give to what truly matters, that's the real treasure." That evening, as the sun dipped behind the hills, Arjun stood on a quiet hilltop. The wind brushed his face, his eyes closed, arms open wide. He wasn't chasing success anymore. He had lived. He had learned. He had become. And so Arjun's journey left behind 5 timeless lessons. 1. Patience is power. Keep flowing. 2. Failure is a step forward. Keep trying. 3. Gratitude changes everything. Stay thankful. 4. Be true to yourself. That's where peace lives. 5. Time is the real wealth. Spend it where your heart smiles. Life doesn't rush. It teaches. One lesson, one moment at a time. Follow for more such videos.